World War I, often referred to as the Great War, was a conflict that reshaped the landscape of modern warfare. While trench warfare and infantry charges are often associated with this period, one of the most critical and devastating elements of combat during World War I was artillery. This article delves into the significant role of artillery in the war, its evolution, and its enduring impact on the course of history. The birth of modern artillery. At the outbreak of World War I in 1914, artillery had already come a long way since the Napoleonic era. The 19th century saw the development of rifled artillery, which greatly increased accuracy and range. By the time of the Great War, artillery had evolved into a sophisticated and devastating force. Types of artillery. There were several types of artillery used during World War I. Field artillery. Field guns, typically of smaller caliber, were highly mobile and used to support infantry in the field. They could be quickly moved and positioned to provide direct fire support. Heavy artillery. Heavy artillery, including howitzers and siege guns, were larger and had greater range. They were used for long-range bombardment and siege warfare. Some of the largest artillery pieces required railway transport. Trench mortars. Trench mortars were used for close support in trench warfare, lobbing shells at relatively short distances to target enemy trenches. Gas artillery. The use of chemical weapons introduced a new dimension to artillery. Artillery shells could be used to deliver poisonous gases, such as chlorine and mustard gas, into enemy positions. Role of artillery. Artillery played several crucial roles in World War I. Supporting infantry. Artillery provided direct support to infantry by delivering a barrage of shells onto enemy positions before infantry advances. This creeping barrage allowed infantry to advance under the cover of artillery fire. Siege warfare. Heavy artillery was instrumental in besieging fortified positions and breaking through enemy lines. The use of massive siege guns, such as Big Bertha, was a defining feature of this era. Counter-battery fire. Artillery units engaged in counter-battery fire to suppress and destroy enemy artillery positions. This was crucial in protecting friendly troops and denying the enemy the ability to shell their positions. Gas attacks. Artillery shells filled with toxic gases were deployed to create a chemical hazard in enemy trenches, causing injury and disrupting defenses. Innovations and impact. World War I spurred significant innovations in artillery technology. Improved shells. The war saw the development of more effective and deadly artillery shells, including shrapnel shells and high-explosive shells. Fire control. Advancements in range finding and communication techniques allowed for more precise artillery fire. Trench artillery. Trench warfare led to the development of shorter-barreled trench mortars designed for close-range engagements. Gas delivery. Artillery played a key role in delivering chemical agents into enemy lines, changing the nature of warfare. Legacy. The devastating impact of artillery in World War I had far-reaching consequences. The scars left by artillery barrages can still be seen in the landscape of former battlefields today. The experience of the war influenced military thinking and doctrine, leading to further developments in artillery and its integration into modern warfare. World War I was a turning point in the history of artillery, marking the transition from the relatively simple cannons of the past to the highly sophisticated artillery systems of the modern era. The lessons learned during the Great War would shape the evolution of artillery for decades to come, ensuring its continued dominance on the battlefield in future conflicts.